Hello, I'm Ken Oxley, the Deputy Editor of the Sunday Sun, and I'm here with Mike Kelly, the News Editor. We're going to take our weekly look back at what was in the Sunday Sun yesterday. We're going to start, Mike, with this story about football hooliganism. Just as the season is about to get underway,
yes.
We've got some fantastic news. We're top of the table.
Yes, top of the table, of course, for the wrong reasons, as per usual. Figures just out we've discovered show that the North East has the most hooligan troublemakers. British Transport Police confirmed to us that 118 North East football fans were arrested for hooliganism compared to the rest of the country. Like you say, we're top of the league, but for wrong reasons.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so let's move on. Another story we looked at yesterday, which I think we did particularly well, this business in South Tyneside, except it was a story about disabled people and getting into work, a back to work scheme. It was meant to be, it was trumpeted as a huge success, but it wasn't really quite what it was indicated.
No, it wasn't quite what it said on the tin. I think these types of stories are the ones we do well, because a press release was put out saying that in South Tyneside, 3,800 people who'd been on incapacity benefit or on the long-term sick had been got back to work through this pathway scheme. We didn't accept the press release. The figure seemed too good to be true, and so it proved to be. We did a bit of digging, and we found out that South Tyneside to them included all parts south of the Tyne, which included places like Chesley Street right down to Sedgefield and Teesdale. So instead of covering a population area of 150,000, we're talking about 1 million. Like I said, the sort of story we do well. Instead of just accepting it as read, it appears in the daily papers, we don't question it. We do, and we got a very good story out of it. Yeah.
Another story, Mike, speed cameras and their effectiveness. It turns out that Durham have managed to do what very few police forces have managed to do. They've cut road accidents without the excessive use of speed cameras.
Yeah, I suspect this story will start a huge debate. The people who lobby for fixed speed cameras always say they reduce the amount of deaths on our roads. Yet Durham, which is one of only two forces in the country which don't use fixed speed cameras, have actually reduced the death toll over the last 10 years by 40%. Yet it was just revealed last week that thanks to fixed speed cameras nationally, the death toll has just been reduced by 7%. I'm sure this will spark a big debate about whether speed cameras are useful at all.
Yeah, just a revenue thing. I mean, if Durham can do it, why can't the other forces do it?
Yes, I think, well, like you say, it's a revenue thing, so I think the bottom line will come into it somewhere.
And this story is going to get a lot of people talking.
Yes,
the story we had on page 3 yesterday about birds and feeding the birds. And there's a couple here living in Berwickshire. They've received a letter from the council telling them not to feed the birds.
Yes, it's ridiculous, wasn't it? I mean, the council got very heavy-handed on it. It was just the old couple. It's a Mick and June Dunny of Belford in Northumberland. Background elderly couple, like to feed the birds, like most people do, and they were shocked to get this letter through the letterbox from Berwick Council threatening them with taking further action if they didn't stop doing it. They were claiming these birds can contaminate the gardens, they can block up flues, they can cause even salmonella, which is a rich one.
Absolutely bonkers. You have to think that somebody sitting down at the council to write that letter has got to stop and think, what am I doing? I'm telling someone not to do what millions of people across the UK do every day.
Yeah, I suppose we thought we were supposed to be a nation of bird lovers, evidently not in Berwickshire. I'd just be interested to know what would happen if they actually committed a serious crime. What would happen then? They'd probably end up being hanged.
Absolutely. Okay, well, that's our look at the papers. If you've got any comments at all on any stories in the Sunday Sun, please get in touch. You can do so you're online, so you can do so by clicking on forums and giving your opinions there. You can also contact us in other ways, which I'm sure Mike can tell you now.
Yes, you can contact me direct either by phone on 0191 201 6201 or my personal email, which is scoop.sundaysun@ncjmedia.co.uk.